You must overcome your money fears if you want to live an extraordinary financial life. That means you have to understand and control them because every negative belief you have about money is rooted in fear, and your unconscious money beliefs are preventing you from living your desired life. In this video, we'll discuss the 6 most common money fears that people have, according to finance personality and author Rachel Cruz. According to her, these fears are shared by people from all socioeconomic backgrounds, including the super rich, the middle class, and the poor. How we respond to, interpret, and overcome them varies. Let's go over each fear in detail and how to overcome it. Fear number 1, the fear of survival. This is insecurity in the worst case scenario. For many of us, this fear manifests itself in the numerous what-if scenarios we conjure for ourselves. Those questions that many of us ask from time to time. What happens if I lose my job? What if I'm unable to pay my mortgage? What if the car breaks down and I don't have the funds to repair it? When there is no guarantee of financial survival in any of the what-if scenarios, it is easy to fall into depression. Even though it's nearly impossible for humans to be free of fear, there are some things we can do to control, manage, and even overcome it. The first piece of advice is to create an emergency fund. Almost all of our financial survival anxiety stems from the fact that there is no money to hold us over when life unexpectedly throws a financial burden our way. Experts advise setting aside 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in an emergency fund. However, you could save more so that you have a little extra cushion. The second tip is to create and stick to a budget. Many people cringe at the thought of having a budget, but a well-drafted budget can show us some areas where we can be a little bit more efficient with our money. A budget provides a complete picture of where your money is going, which is sometimes all you need to make better financial decisions. A budget can help you identify expenses that can be reduced or eliminated. Debts, subscriptions, and other living expenses are examples. It could also help ensure you get proper insurance to protect things that could end up costing you thousands of dollars if something does go wrong. Fear number 2, the fear of unfulfilled goals and aspirations. This is one of the fears that can cost you much more than just money. Perhaps your younger self dreamed of traveling around the world, or maybe a visit to the Eiffel Tower in Paris was all you've ever wanted. Perhaps your dream car or house is always a little out of reach. Or maybe all you want is for your child to attend a good school. But if you find yourself in a situation where you don't seem to have enough money, time, or even both to do the things you want to do, it can feel terrible to let those dreams fade away. So how can we overcome this? It's time to get creative. Instead of abandoning your incredible dreams of traveling the world, why not get together with a friend to make your travel more affordable? You could also get creative with other costs. For example, you could plan your trip during the off-season when travel costs are lower. You could ask people who have done what you're about to do, read blogs, and listen to podcasts for ideas of things to do that don't cost a ton of money. Instead of abandoning other goals and aspirations, do the same for them. Want that dream car or to send your kid to a good school? You've got to make more money. Set up a side hustle and give yourself a shot at achieving your goals. Fear number 3, the fear of not being very good with money. I'm not smart enough with money, or everyone who wins the money game understands math and accounting, or I need to attend an Ivy League school to get my finances in order. These are all negative money mindsets and are simply not true. You must let go of this fear. The unfortunate thing about living in fear is that it prevents us from ever learning and refining our financial knowledge to improve our situation over time. People attend finance schools, but to succeed with money, you need to understand budgeting and a little bit about human psychology more than corporate finance. Most of us have struggled with money. In fact, 1/4 of Americans say they worry about money all or most of the time. So to overcome this fear, we must face our numbers. But we must do it proactively. Instead of worrying about money in crisis moments, like when bills are due or your bank balance is low, make looking at your finances a part of your self-care routine. Plan a time every week or every month where you sit down and look at your financial life. As your financial knowledge grows, you'll realize that your financial decisions have a greater impact on your financial success than the quality of the school you attended. Give yourself time to make a plan, track progress, and make adjustments. You can better your financial situation. All you need is patience and consistency. Fear number 4, the fear of outside forces. This fear, like the fear of not being good enough with money, is colored in a variety of ways. Perhaps the most common is the feeling that the world is stacked against you or that success is beyond your control. We agree that if you were never taught anything about money as a child, you would most likely struggle as you got older. But the good news is that if you have a good strategy, you can always choose to change the difficulty to make it easier for yourself. To begin, you must overcome your aversion to money. If you believe you can't succeed with money, it will influence how you relate to money, making it difficult to prosper. Learning more about money is one way to reevaluate your attitude towards it. You get to open your mind to endless possibilities you've never considered before. Reading and learning about the lives of other successful people is highly beneficial. The second strategy for overcoming this fear is to develop a positive relationship with your money. This requires good financial habits and some discipline. To do this correctly, you must first specify what you want from your life and money, and then budget your money to prepare for that life. Make no mistake, this requires a strong work ethic. Achieving and maintaining financial success necessitates some effort. $1 million dream cannot be realized with a minimum wage work ethic. Be willing to put in the effort required to achieve success. Fear number 5, the fear of past mistakes. Holding on to the past is another factor that influences who and what we are, especially past errors. The fear of past mistakes is the belief that you will never be able to improve your financial situation as a result of your previous experiences or decisions. This fear has people dreading even the thought of attempting to correct past mistakes. They fear that their past mistakes will have made any attempt to fix current problems impossible. So they never try, and the problem worsens over time. The only way to overcome this fear is to roll up your sleeves and summon the courage to confront your mistakes from the past. Evaluate those failed relationships, businesses, or poor money decisions. You will never learn from your mistakes if you never acknowledge them. Furthermore, you're most likely to repeat your mistakes if you don't learn from them. Remember that our mistakes do not define us unless we allow them to. A mistake isn't always a bad thing. It means you tried but did not achieve the desired result. And no, nothing is wrong with that. It happens to anyone who has ever accomplished anything worthwhile. You can always get back up, improve your strategy based on what you've learned, and try again, this time with more experience. Fear number 6, the fear of repeating history. People frequently express this fear by saying things like, "I don't want to end up like my parents in retirement." Despite being associated with parenting, this fear is simply a deep reaction to mistakes that have been made around you or sad experiences you've had in the past. Allowing yourself to heal from past experiences is a way to deal with this fear. Find a good financial role model who has been through a similar situation and learn from their advice. You could begin by asking them questions so that you can learn how to get out of the same situation and look for traps to avoid. Just as your past money mistakes do not define you, your family and friends' money history doesn't either. Take the time to look at your numbers, set goals, make a plan, and take it one step at a time. Focus on your progress and not on how far you have left to go. You've got this. If you found this video interesting or helpful, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Please like and consider subscribing so you never miss out on new content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.